This is the ultimate guide to Ooltewah. Here we go. Number one, why trust me? Well, I'm a real estate agent and I know this place like the back of my hand. I grew up here and I went to school here. Like any place though, those places grow up too. One of the main things I like about Ooltewah is that it's about 20-30 minutes from downtown. Makes it very convenient to get some of those neat areas while still living roughly in the country areas of Ooltewah. It borders Georgia and stretches down to Georgetown in the north. So that's really convenient to get right straight down to Georgia if you want to go somewhere, or maybe go to something that's a little bit cheaper on the tax side, because taxes in Georgia, sales tax is a little bit cheaper than in Tennessee. And the population of Ooltewah is around 13,000 people. And then also in Collegedale, you have about 12,000 people. So that's interesting too, because Collegedale has its own population, but also that's mainly the school. So you got 4,000 students that make up those 12,000. So it's really not that big in Collegedale area. So what's the difference between Collegedale and Ooltewah? Well, Ooltewah is kind of the surrounding area, and then Collegedale is kind of in the center, has its own police force and stuff, because it's I guess its own school, its own post office, its own zip code, because you have a huge influx of people that come in and out. But it's not a huge influx because it's a private college, and so you roughly have about 4,000 students, like I said before, which makes it not a party area, but a very, very, very quiet area, but definitely not a party school. Some of the conveniences, some of the things that your family is going to enjoy here are some of the parks and the recreational areas. Little Debbie Park with featured the themes of the Little Debbie cookies all over the place. Really unique park, because you walk around and you're like, wow, there's plastic cookies everywhere. But it's kind of neat because it was sponsored by Little Debbie Snack Cakes, which is just a couple blocks away. Enterprise South Nature Park. This is a very unique park. I'm not sure if Volkswagen made it or not, but it's right beside the Volkswagen car plant. And this place is very unique for mountain biking. You're on this trail that goes through these containers, these in-ground areas where they used to keep dynamite for the war. I think that was ironically for the war for Germany, and now Germany owns it, or owns the land right beside it. I'm not exactly sure. But very interesting stuff. If you ever have a chance to bike Enterprise South Park, that's something that you should check out. Wolf Ever Creek in the Greenway, 6-mile loop through Collegedale, and they plan to expand this too. So that's something that is a neat thing that a lot of people go to. A lot of biking out here. But there's also some regular walk parks, like the Veterans Memorial Park that runs through this area. It's a serene area that honors some of the veterans. I think there's a statue of Desmond Doss in the middle of it. If you ever heard of Desmond Doss, he was the guy that starred in the recent movie Hacksaw Ridge. There's also golf courses out in Ooltewah. There's a small exclusive golf course called the Honors Golf Course. It's by invite only. It doesn't really have a front-facing community. It's like this gate you go in, and then it opens up into this lavish area down here. And a lot of people go there. Presidents go there, and big golfers that know about it. But they try to keep it very quiet, but everyone knows about it if you're a native here. But you're probably wondering, if you're moving out here, what about the housing and real estate? Housing and real estate is unique out here, because in Ooltewah, even though the average house price in Chattanooga is around $300,000 to $350,000, Ooltewah's average house price is about $400,000, which it goes up to $1 million at sometimes around some of these amazing views that you have. In Chattanooga, I don't know if you're aware, but we have these ripples, and you can live on top of the ripple, and it goes up a couple hundred feet, and you can see incredible views. And so the location really makes or breaks for the houses and causes it to be more expensive or less expensive. So some of those communities are like Cambridge Square, Barnsley Park, the reserves of Canterbury. New builds with modern designs exist there, and pools and community amenities, of course. It's really nice area if you're into that, and a little more up there than the average in Chattanooga, but it makes it a very beautiful experience because it's a very nice place. And if you like dining, of course, we have a mall here, but it's just outside of Ooltewah in something called Hamilton County. Well, that's the county that exists around Chattanooga area, but it's called Hamilton Place Mall. And there's another mall closer to town, but that's the one that everyone from Ooltewah goes to. And it has all kinds of eateries inside the food court there, all kinds of shopping, just like a normal mall. Double-sized mall, so you got a second floor and first floor. And it's got a good layout too. But I would say if you're still in Ooltewah, which is about, 15 minutes away from the mall, you would want to go to these eateries. You want to go to El Primo. Some say Shane's Rib Shack is good. I haven't been there. 1885 Grill. That's a great grill. I've been there before. It's some great stuff for everybody. And of course, family-friendly eateries exist everywhere in Cambridge Square as well, including some options for outdoor dining if you're into that. Not in the wintertime, because it's kind of cold in the wintertime. And there's plenty of family-friendly eateries all around this area. What are some of the cons of living here? Well, we're not done with the pros yet, but some of the cons of living here is 20 years ago when I was here, my goodness, it's really changed. Traffic is enormous now. Especially at 5 o'clock, you might get stuck halfway down a road because of a stoplight, and they're really working on that in Ooltewah. You don't want to get stuck in the middle of traffic coming down the hill or coming up from the south end of it. It's really hard. Before it had grown up so much, it was a nice place. And it still is a nice place, but the problem is that the traffic is bad because there's so many people that want to live here. But I don't really notice that much because I know when not to go out. And we're not talking about LA style traffic. You're not gonna be stuck in the car for a half hour, an hour, 2 hours like you are in LA. There's also a couple schools in Ooltewah. The Ooltewah High and middle schools. There's also private schools like the Collegedale Academy and others. There's also the private college I just spoke about, Southern Iowa University, and the prestigious private school with a picturesque campus. Man, if you ever get to walk what's called the promenade, people are allowed to go on campus. You don't have to. They're not going to stop you if you have you don't have a student ID. But you walk what's called the promenade out there, and it's beautiful, especially around fall time. I would highly recommend going out and checking it out. And if you get out here and you need work, there's plenty of places to work as well. Right now we got Volkswagen plant and Amazon fulfillment center. We got McKee Foods, which is a big cookie maker out here. Also, the opportunities in healthcare, education, and local businesses exist everywhere. How do you get everywhere? Well, transportation is a huge thing out here too. So Interstate 75 runs through Ooltewah and provides easy access to Chattanooga as well as the neighboring suburbs that exist out here. So that's 75 is your key to accessing everything from downtown needs, maybe your medical needs. If you want to be at Erlanger or if you want to get some other urgent care centers, there's one in Ooltewah, and the larger hospitals that are about 10 to 15 minutes away. And as your local real estate agent, I can definitely say that there's a lot of people that are very interested in moving to Ooltewah. And so if that's one that you're interested in as well, then you should give me a call, 423-749-0000, and I will take your call. That's a direct line to my cell phone. I look forward to talking to you. But that's not all. I'm here to help you navigate the community. Ooltewah, Hickson, Harrison, anywhere you decide to travel, I am a part of this Chattanooga community and here to help you. So give me a call, give me a text, shoot me an email. We're looking forward to seeing you around town.